Ever wonder why some rental brands get bought out for millions while others just get bought out period and forgotten by Tuesday? The secret sauce isn't the couch cushions, it's something way sneakier called brand consistency, and today we're cracking that open like a stubborn jar of pickles. Picture two midterm rental businesses, both with nice apartments, both with decent reviews, but one feels like a five-star hotel chain and the other feels like your uncle's Airbnb side hustle. That difference, the one you can't quite point to on a spreadsheet, is exactly what buyers are hunting for when they pay extra for your business. Here's the thing nobody tells new hosts. An acquirer isn't just buying your furniture and your Wi-Fi password, they're buying trust that already exists in people's heads. If a traveling nurse in Ohio has stayed in 3 of your units and every single one felt the same, clean, professional, predictable, that feeling in her brain is basically a tiny billboard advertising your company for free. So what actually builds that consistency? It starts with something boring but mighty, like using the same welcome message, the same check-in instructions, and the same little touches, whether it's unit number 1 or unit number 47. Think of it like a fast food chain, and yes, we're going there, because a burger in Texas tastes shockingly similar to a burger in Maine, and that sameness is not an accident, it's a system. Your midterm rental brand needs that same boring, reliable magic trick. Now here's where people mess up. They think branding just means a cute logo and a nice font, like slapping a bow on a cardboard box. Real brand value is operational. It's your cleaning checklist, your response time to guest messages, and whether your listings use the same tone every single time. Let's talk about the word intangible for a second, because it sounds fancy, but it just means something valuable you cannot physically touch. You can't hold customer loyalty in your hand, but a buyer absolutely will pay for it, sometimes more than they pay for the actual real estate. Data backs this up too, because businesses with strong repeatable systems tend to sell for higher multiples than businesses that rely on one charismatic owner doing everything from memory. If your business only works because you personally remember every guest's coffee preference, that's not a brand, that's a hostage situation. So build documentation. Seriously, write down your processes like you're leaving instructions for a substitute teacher who has never seen your classroom before. The buyer wants to see that your systems work even if you get hit by a bus, or more realistically, decide to retire to a beach somewhere. Consistency also shows up in tiny details. Guests barely notice consciously, but absolutely feel, like matching towel colors, the same brand of coffee pods, or a thank you text that sounds like an actual human wrote it. These little repeated signals train your guests to expect quality. An expectation met over and over again is basically the birth certificate of trust. Doubt sneaks in here for a lot of hosts, because they think, wait, my units are all different sizes in different cities, how can I possibly make this feel the same? And that's a fair worry, but sameness isn't about identical furniture. It's about identical feelings, like knowing check-in will never be confusing no matter which property you land in. History actually backs this up nicely, because hotel brands figured this out over 100 years ago, standardizing everything from bathroom soap to bedsheet thread count so a traveler in 1925 could trust a hotel brand in a totally unfamiliar city. Midterm rental operators are basically playing catch-up to a game hotels already won. Here's a fun twist though. Too much sameness without any personality just makes you forgettable beige wallpaper. So the real trick is consistent systems wrapped around a little bit of charm that still feels human. Nobody wants a robot landlord, they want reliability with a wink. When it comes time to sell, the buyer isn't just looking at your profit and loss statement, they're quietly asking themselves, if I bought this, would it still run smoothly without the original owner hovering around like a nervous parent? If your answer is yes because everything is documented, repeatable, and predictable, congratulations, you just built intangible value that shows up as very tangible dollars in the sale price. So the next time you're tempted to wing it on guest communication or skip the checklist because you're tired, remember you're not just running a rental, you're quietly building the reputation someone else might pay a premium for someday. Want to learn more about how we help hosts build that kind of brand across midterm and short-term rentals? Go check out our links in the description.